ladies and gentlemen, you beautiful human being.
Let's do it. I'm excited. Benson, Maven, ready to go.
Finally fixed his tie, ladies and gentlemen. We're teaching Maven how to tie ties. I was going to do it live on stream, but
I look dapper.
It's fine. Don't worry. We got a great game for you guys. 2 awesome teams playing.
Yes.
Who's playing?
Epsilon going up against Elevate. I casted the first Epsilon match up top with Christopher Puckett. They look strong. They upset Denial. Can they upset Elevate? I loved Elevate at the start of Season 3 before the reset. I thought they were going to be one of the stronger teams. They've been playing so well now. How do you think this one plays out, Ben?
I thought you were going to touch my knee. I got a little excited.
That's when the camera's off of us, Ben.
Always. I think they're going to play pretty well.
Yeah.
Pretty well. In terms of the series, though, you have to give it Elevate. I feel like it'd be kind of naive not to. They're a fantastic team.
Did you watch? Were you casting back here during the first?
No, I was
Epsilon
doing
match?
analysis. I was kind of mind blown.
Epsilon,
I'm gonna be honest.
damn good.
This should have been the Denial Elevate game,
right?
Which everyone really wanted to see.
Yeah, this is the match everybody was looking forward to, but it's shifted now. Parasite, the Paragoat, took control.
I mean, yeah. How do you think this team is playing without Swanee?
It's been interesting because we thought, obviously, Epsilon always had a lot of promise. They played really well in LAN. We saw them, their first LANs when they took out OG. And 2 Hardpoints. They took both of them. But they could never perform online. Now they've been performing much stronger online, not so hot on LAN, but so far here, they've been looking great.
So just to let everyone at home know, in this game, there will be a slight game attack issue. Only one player, engaged Cow 169942, is going to be Remy. Interesting game attack. Apparently, that's his personal game attack. He literally just recovered it.
He's been calling him Cow.
You calling him Cow?
Cow the whole game.
Well,
but Remy the Cow, he did play like an absolute monster. Well, I think Remy is from North Dakota, correct? And from what I understand, there are actually more cows in North Dakota than there are human beings.
I'm gonna assume.
No, it's all farm. It's all farmland. It's filled with cows.
How do you know that?
Wikipedia.
Because Wikipedia never lies. Anyway,
True.
Moving on. Let's jump into the game. This is going to be a good one. I am still, as I said, looking at Elevate to really come out very, very strong in this one. Going to kick things off on board with, who do you want to see? Pick a player. Pick one, Maeve.
Let's stick with Stains. Let's keep it with him as he's going to get rolling here early. You see Nate already going to come in to take out Slack. If you are just tuning in, this is going to be game number 1. Elevate versus Epsilon. Should be one hell of a series, Ben.
Looking at Classic on the hard point with this battle. He's going to fall over to TJ, starting at 2-0. Able to pick up the third. Nicely done from him. Meanwhile, Saints is on the hard point. Let's have a look at our North Dakotan Cow. Is that right? North Dakotan?
I actually have no idea.
Well, it is now.
North Dakotan.
North Dakotan
He's trying to get rocking with the battle. They're going to drop front school steps. Remy gets 1. Can he get 2? Third player pushing there from Ambulance, not able to dip and dive and get out of that one, though. Early lead here for Elevate. We know not usually a lot gets done in this first central hard point. You'll see a lot of time picked up in this, sometimes through the second side of rotations, but not usually to kick off the game. 5 seconds left here, and we are going to have our first rotation. We'll be on with Royalty. We'll see if the fast young Phenom can get rolling early.
The fast young Phenom. How impressed are you by the fact that he can play on such a high sensitivity? You played competitively, back in Halo
100 years ago, yeah.
I mean, yeah, when dinosaurs were still roaming. but like, how crazy is that? So some of the casual guys out there who love the quick scoping, sniping, and whatnot, and then
it's just
to play on such a high sense is crazy to me.
I don't understand it. Does he get away with it a lot of times? Yes. Can he make ridiculous plays because of it? Yes. But I don't know. I've seen him miss some shots. I've seen it affect him online for sure because I think it's even more difficult to deal with at times. But when he's rolling, I mean, he's got a 2-piece there. He went monstrous in the last series. It's just impressive.
Shots like that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just like that.
I think you can get away with it with the ASM one a little bit more, but like you're going to get kills that some players won't, and you're going to miss kills that some players would get with a slower set.
Is it kind of worth it?
With his play style, I think so. How fast he plays, yeah, I think it works out. Would he be able to play like a formal play, slow bow type thing? Like, no, God no, that'd be impossible.
It'd be ridiculous. Anyway, 41 to 22 point lead has emerged in favor of Epsilon. Let me find out.
As we talk about him, by the way, he's 13 and 6.
Yeah, he's playing pretty well. Pretty well. 4 caps. He's on a 2 streak right now. Going to stay with him. Epsilon potentially could be the dark horse.
Like that. Like he's able to look to the right so quick and just dive out. Like he didn't even have to dash. He was just able to look and get away so fast with that high sense. Makes it look so easy. Just absolutely abuses his player there as he's staying alive in garage before the native Slack's going to come in, Ben.
He's going to fall over to our North Dakotan Cow, aka Remy. He's going to drop as well. TJ, 10 and 9. Looks over towards the back pit side. 2 players there. He's going to fall. Saints looking to trade the kills. Decides, hey, I don't want any of this. Peace out. Teammate helps him out. And Saints able to trade the kill. So Elevate looking to pick up this final scrap time, but the spawns all in favor of Epsilon.
Epsilon controlling here early. You know, you talked about the fact, I agree with you, this is definitely Epsilon series to win. Oh, sorry, this is Elevate series to win. But when Epsilon was struggling a bit in the Hardpoint, the 2 maps they lost to Denial, that's where they really struggled. If they can take the Hardpoints off of Elevate, they're giving themselves an extremely good opportunity to take the series.
You look at this Elevate squad, it isn't really a team who's bad at Hardpoint by any means.
They don't really struggle in any game type.
Right,
they're really solid all around.
Right, that's what makes them such a good top team. Yep. They are good at all the game modes. I mean, they don't really excel in any. If you kind of ask, what's Elevate's best game type, you have a mixed opinions depending on who you ask. But Epsilon coming out looking very strong here at Season 3 Finals. Of course, should mention if you lose in Winners Bracket 1 or Winners Bracket Round 2, which this is a Winners Bracket Round 2 game, you still fall into Losers Round 1.
Yeah.
Because 12 teams.
And, this is something where I wonder if it's, I think Swanee's a good leader. I love the energy he brings, but I don't think he's necessarily naturally a leader, whereas I think these young players, I mean, when you look at, you have Royalty, you have Remy, you have Nagafen, relatively new players as far as pros go, all pretty young guys. You got to think a lot of these guys have been looking up to Parasite since like the Black Ops 2 days. Do you think he kind of comes in and there's just that respect there that I feel like Parasite will do better with young players that kind of look up to him than he would with more veteran players that he bumps heads with. And I think it's just worked out very, very well.
Yeah, it really has. And, talented young players as well. You got 2 runners-up from COD Champs and Royalty, who's just been kind of a breakout player recently. He's putting up a phenomenal performance thus far. 24 kills at the half. In fact, still plenty of time left to try and increase that up furthermore. Parasite 16 and 12 running that bell, and he's actually really impressed me a lot because I feel like he's had a lot of flack this year. People kind of looked at not necessarily his gameplay, but just him with kind of some of the things that have happened this year and kind of associate that with his gameplay. Which
when he first came on the scene, when I first really started watching him as a player, I mean, the thing that stood out for me was that LMG. He really would go off with that, and since that's been taken out, I feel like he's maybe taken a tiny bit of a step back, but he's still rebounded in a sense, I guess. He's still a top player. We've still seen him come up huge, and whether it's Respawn, whether it's SND. I just feel like he's, I don't know, kind of been through a lot this year, but definitely respect him as a player for sure.
Definitely. Royalty, 27 kills at the half. Pretty good way to open up. But this is the worry, though. If he slows down in this second half of Hardpoint, I think Elevate could cruise back into it.
And Royalty in the first series there against Denial, he didn't start out strong. He had a really rough S&D, didn't really go off that much until the final closing game at Uplink. He had probably 10 clutch plays throughout that. It was absolutely insane. Did the interview with him after, and you could just see the confidence. When you're a young player, especially one that plays as fast as he does with that high sense, confidence is so huge. I think he's feeling pretty good right now. As he's 29 and 18, he has 10 more kills than everyone in the game outside of Nagafen.
Pretty good way to start.
And they're blowing him out. I mean, 150 to basically 90 right now with 4 minutes left to go. This is right now looking definitely like an Epsilon victory, but there's plenty of time left.
This green hill is going to be huge. If Elevate can... Wow, Parasite, nice shots. And he's anticipated Classic. Oh, sorry, Saints perfectly. But this green hill is going to be so important. Epsilon hold this time. Elevate could mount a big comeback here as Parasite actually pushes over. The assist comes in.
Tries to chest bump him there.
I'm not sure why he got a little overzealous there. His role right now is so important to stay alive, hold these spawns, and luckily, despite all the pressure,
he was just like bait there. His teammates like cleaning up everybody. But there you got Remy getting 2. Can he get the 3rd? Able to mow through. Picks up several kills, couple there midstream, but he's going to back up. They still have a 60-point advantage here, Ben.
Nagafen on the Hardpoint as well. And again, if they can just pick up this scrap time, I mean, it's not even really scrap. It's a third of the time left. But if they could have picked that up, that would have put them in such a good position. It's going to be down to Royalty to try and break in. That's going to be the first. Not able to spin around quick enough. 34 and 24. He sits at as TJ now, 23 and 27. Just jumping around Green Hill, 10 seconds left. Big 2-piece from TJ. He's going to be able to pick up that scrap time. Looks for the 3rd. A little bit greedy. Didn't necessarily need to do that. And no one is going to get that scrap time.
All right, well, they still have basically that minute advantage right now. Under 3 to play. We've rotated over to Garage here. Trying to break in was Royalty. You see they already have that bottom ramp locked up. The person in the hard point that you had highlighted for just a second. I'm trying to see who had control. It's actually going to be TJ and Classic. Both are going to be set up, and they're watching Parasite try to break in the back. He has Royalty coming into it as well. He's going to pick up one. Remy gets another. Parasite provides a perfect distraction there as the rest of his team able to pick up kills in the hard point. Good to give control back to Epsilon.
Looking at Nagafen on the hard point for Epsilon. Trying to build themselves a little bit of a lead. There's still 27 seconds left. Nagafen able to pick up one. Can he find the second over towards the stairwell? He can.
God.
Third is still going to be there. Unfortunately, he's not able to pick it up. Royalty looking to trade the kill. He does so. Oh my god, I thought he was going to pick up that kill. I would have just put the controller down and walked out.
That he plays so fast that you know some shooters you have a button that does like a 180 for you.
Right.
Like
That's
you
what
hit that
looks
button
like.
that he whipped so fast.
It's like now watch me whip.
That was ridiculous. God, you're a musical talent.
I really am. So, some say I could be the next big thing. I have been compared to
Hip-hop
Michael
Ben.
Jackson. Hip-hop Ben. I like it.
I've seen you beatbox.
You have. You've also seen me dance. It's a miracle.
It's like a swan.
It's a graceful swan, if I may add.
Minute 40 left. 197 to 129 is your score. Epsilon getting close to locking this first game up. I told you, Ben, they look strong. Royalty now is crushing. He's 42 and 28. If this goes a distance, he might drop a 50 bomb with a sub on Detroit Hardpoint, which I'm pretty confident I've never personally seen. That was absurd. I take it back. The sensitivity doesn't matter. That was a sniper rifle.
He's literally just mapping people. Nagafen as well. Got to give him props. 36 and 26. Remy hasn't exactly slacked either at 32 and 30. It's just you just got to give so much props to Royalty. You really do. It's Nagafen going big. He's had a wonderful event thus far. I mean, I know they've only played one series, and this is the second one. But Nagafen on a 6th
He's right
streak.
behind him. I mean, they're both equally impressive. They have 9 caps. They've won it. Those two just absolutely go off together. And that's, I mean, for a duo of sub players, I know this is typically your AR player doesn't really drop that many kills. Usually it's the sub guys kind of leading the way here on Detroit, but that's ridiculous. 47 and 40, 2 players on the same team playing that aggressive role. And if you look at it, every single player also in the positive too. Yeah, that's leading to that blowout. 100 point advantage right now with 30 to go.
Yeah, Royalty, drop 50 for me. Drop 50 real quick. That's
away.
49. Oh,
come on.
Get off the hill. Get off the hill.
Hey, get out. What are you doing?
Nagafen, die. Just die. All right. Nagafen was like, I don't want you to drop 50. My 41 won't look as impressive.
That was his chance. Not able to pick it up. He might have one more opportunity here, but game 1 going to Epsilon. They're looking stronger than I think anyone outside of Epsilon fans probably predicted.
Yo, 7 seconds to pick up a 2-piece.
Come on, let's get in there.
48.
There's one right
49.
50! Oh, he gets it!
Let's go!
That was a sick way to finish with 52. Just turns and burns on that second player to the left.
Look at him. He pumped.
He's got to be pumped.
Turned.
That was ridiculous. Look at the smile. When you see Parasite looking happy like that,
it's a
and
rarity.
They're all playing well. 50,
someone screen capped
34, dear God. Yes, please put that in your fridge.
Right? That smiling Parasite. It's a rarity, especially on Advanced Warfare. But he's smiling now as Epsilon 1-0 in the series against Elevate, and that was a convincing 1-0. They completely blew him out.
What do you do when you're dealing with a performance like that at a
Cry.
Royalty? And that's
what
just
you
one
do.
of those games
you
where
cry. You sit down and you realize you're not going to beat him.
Yeah, and that's, I've seen Parasite over the course of the year in Advanced Warfare. One of his biggest complaints is sometimes he feels he has teammates that will slay and not worry about the hard point at all. That was a game.
The Xbox.
That was a game where you saw good slaying and good hard point control, good teamwork all around. They blew him out. Yeah. Elevate, they don't look happy.
You can see the look on Elevate's face is Slack not happy at all.
They need an energy drink or just like a high five. Maybe their parents hug them.
They need a hug. Maeve, we're going to go to commercial break. While we do, you can pretend to be Slack's dad and go give him a hug.
I'm as old as him.
Be right back. Definitely true. Maeve, why don't you tell everyone the story you just told me?
Yeah, no, I was telling Ben the story of my 21st birthday, some 40-odd years ago.
Children, cover your ears.
That's a story for another day. It is
It's a story
not
safe,
safe for work remotely. But if you are just tuning in, we've got Epsilon going up against Elevate. Epsilon took game 1 in commanding fashion. It's going to be an exciting series.
Yo,
Ben and I are excited to be here
this?
with you for this parade.
Epsilon is going to win this series.
Yeah, dude, they are.
Let's go!
They won their first series. They're looking strong.
How good are Epsilon?
You saw a smile on Parasite's face. Royalty just dropped 50 kills on a Hardpoint Detroit. That's absurd. I feel like, Solar, I see it kind of frequently retreat a lot from AR players, but a 50 bomb there in Detroit is impressive stuff.
50 bomb. Of course, followed by a Nagafed not too far behind, 40 for him.
I keep leaving him out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like give Naga some love, man. Naga out here making plays too, Maeve. Naga out here making plays too.
Big Royalty fanboy.
You are you're a big old fluffy fanboy.
Well, Saints is going to get the first blood here as he's able to pick off Royalty, the man we were just talking so much about. TJ's going to pick up one. Can he get the second? He will get hit markers, though. Should be an eventual assist. And all of a sudden, it's a 1v1 very quick. And Remy, he does have his account now, so we won't be referring to him as the cow, and he's going to come up clutch there to take the first round.
I'm still calling the North Dakotan cow.
Oh, the North Dakotan
100%.
Enraged cow, 96377.
The North Dakotan cow is 3-0 off the bat. Look at this.
Remy's had some monster SND games. He did, again, that first series versus Denial, I think he dropped 14 in one of the game 2, I believe, had a monster performance. Look for him to be going big. Already 3 kills, 1 round in. Ben, who do you feel like starting with here?
The North Dakotan cow.
Let's keep it with him. He's got 3 kills. You have to. Right now they're on offense. He will be your bomb carrier. Looks like we are going to have aggressive push towards A. They are going to look to get forward here very quickly. Nagafen is going to get your first blood. Do you mind tossing on the COD vision?
It's on, bro.
Oh, there's just no one in the back at all?
There's just no one at all.
Oh, usually you get somebody kind of playing in the back side of the A side.
There you go. You can see it's all beautiful in blue.
I'm just lying.
You are. You are, in fact, you may need glasses. It could be that time in your life where you actually need glasses.
I apologize for questioning. We got another 1v1 in round 2. This time it's going to be the veteran Parasite going up against the S&D god, TJ Haley, who's going to pull it out. TJ's going to get caught with the snipe there from Parasite.
All right, Chris. Still smiling. Still smiling.
Oh, that was like a little
like,
he's smiling while he talks.
He's like, yo, you see what I just did? Yeah, watch me wreck this kid. Yeah, there it is.
Just catches him full sprint there, able to pick it up. And it just looks like this Epsilon team likes playing together. Whereas before, and again, I love Swanee as a player, but they had so many frustrating series online, they just wears on you, right? You can see the frustration in their voice when they talk about their online struggles. This team right now just seems to be having fun, man. But it's easy to have fun when you're winning. We'll see how this team reacts to adversity.
What happens when you start losing?
Parasite hits another snipe.
Parasite's been known to be pretty nice with a sniper rifle. You know, he can hang. He can hang with the big boys.
Well, he's got the bomb carrier classic kind of pinned back right now. He's not going to be able to get forward because Parasite's staring at that with the sniper. He'll get eyes on him if he tries to hit that mid-cut. But looks like he is going to go right. He'll challenge Parasite. Not a wise idea. He was waiting for that, had his eyes set up for that the entire time. And that should be Parasite, I believe, working on an ace as he has the 2 snipes right now.
That was a actually really sweet snipe as well from Parasite, simply because he was mid-reload. He just fired a shot, which was exactly why you saw TJ kind of go for that challenge. And then he just gets immediately shut down. And as you said, Parasite on for the ace.
Playing very strong right now. They got 40 seconds to work with. They've got to try and get a bomb plant right now. The bomb is down on the ace site, though. Parasite's going to keep checking that with ace. He saw another player. If he hops up again, you got to think that he's going to be able to hit that shot. He sees him, or he did. So I thought oh, God, he is on point right now. 4 streak, gets 3 in the round. 3-0. Epsilon is rolling.
And again,
look at this little whip here. He didn't see him somehow at first. But then the little snapshot there hits him in the knee. Nice stuff there coming from Parasite, looking strong.
What is going on with Elevate?
Who was I talking to? I was over with Chris when we were getting ready to do analysis. Puckett. But somebody came over. It was one of the Elevate players. I think it was Classic.
Okay. And
Chris was like, you guys ready to play? And he was just like, I don't know. Like, kind of like a we're tired / not pumped up type of answer. I can't remember his exact wording, but I remember thinking that's not good going into a series.
And you're probably going to get stomped on.
Yeah, and it's not looking good, but this is a team that's so strong, if they get warmed up, they can really get rolling, you know?
Well, so far we're yet to see them even remotely lukewarm as they are getting absolutely steamrolled through. 3-0 in favor of Epsilon.
And all this Parasite talk, 8-1 on a 4 streak. Remy is just not missing bullets right now with the bow, and there's another round. They're going to get 6-0.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
I told you. We sat down. Epsilon is looking good, man. They beat the hell out of Denial.
Is this Epsilon looking good, or is this Denial and Elevate not looking good?
I thought Denial.
Did Denial look good?
They did. They pulled their usual Denial, where they outslay and drop games sometimes.
Okay. So is this Elevate looking good?
Oh no, this is not Elevate looking good right now.
So then is it really?
Epsilon is strong though. No, I still think Epsilon's playing very well. Because this isn't. If this was close games with Epsilon winning, maybe you could say it's just Elevate not playing well, but not like this. You shouldn't be getting stomped like this if you're just playing poorly. Epsilon's definitely playing strong. It's a combination of the two for sure, man.
Fair enough. As Remy actually unable to pick up that kill. Surprisingly, play it down below. Able to evade. It was actually slacked. He was 1 of 4. Classic 1 of 4 as well. It's not a good time for them. I actually played basketball with Slack last night. First time I ever played basketball.
Yeah? You look like a basketball player.
You know, he did call me a young white Michael Jordan,
yeah,
so
like maybe like a short Larry Bird.
I have no idea who Larry Bird is.
Oh,
does it fly? Does it got feathers?
We're done with this conversation. 50 seconds left here in round number 5. Still a 4-0 advantage right now. It's going to be Nagafin in a 1 versus 2
$10
up
on the
against
clutch.
Saints and Slat. Can Nagafin pull it off?
$10 he does.
They have no idea where he is. It's just whether or not he can get a kill and get out. They're wisely guessing correctly here as they're going to go towards A.
Sometimes you have to flip a coin, Maeve.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to catch the bomb plan. So this is going to be very difficult, but he's got 45 seconds to work with. Let's see. He's going to be rotating over. I mean, a lot is going to be luck, kind of how he engages this first player. Can he get down to the 1v1? Will he check his right or left first? Checks left. Yeah, that's what I mean by luck. You know, he's got to check a side there. Unfortunately,
50-50.
guess is wrong. Yeah.
Very unfortunate. And Epsilon lose the first round here in the Search and Destroy.
Yeah.
They able to
not much you can do there.
Clutch up. Yeah, Slack's going to kill you every single time. Unless he gets completely world-starred, which just isn't going to happen. Royalty, slow start for him, though. 1 and 4, man.
He didn't have a very strong either of the 2 SNDs in the first series.
Really?
Didn't really have strong SNDs. He didn't really go off until the final Uplink game, honestly. That's why I was so impressed with him just going full monster mode there in game number 1.
Monster mode.
Classic going to pick up a kill. Saints should be able to get one as well. They're going to have a 3v2 advantage right now. We'll see if they can pick up another round. They need some life right now, man, because they were just getting steamrolled. Parasite going to be stuck in a 1 versus 3. He's put the sniper away for at least this round. Can he pull off the 1v3 clutch? We saw JCap with one earlier today.
Elevate plays completely surrounding him. He will be shot and somehow evades. He's going to have to turn around and challenge. Throws a stun, hits him clean in the face. That should be the easy first kill. Not able to connect. Missing all kind of melees. How is he still alive? What the hell? Die, Parasite! Will you just die? Thank you!
Those were 2 grenades directly to somebody's face, too, with the stuns.
Elevate laughing, but that could have been extremely uncomfortable.
Everyone's got to be laughing at that. That was, I think, 3 players shooting at him. No, it was 2 for a while. So it wasn't even either of the players
like, guys,
fighting.
what the hell were you doing?
Yeah. Guys, like, I'm here. Can someone please shoot at him? That was unbelievable.
Elevate able to find their second round now in the Search and Destroy. Still led 4-2, of course, by Epsilon. As Elevate on the attacking side. Ooh, is that a sniper? It was. Young TJ Haley, what have you got to show us? Well, you can show us a white screen. 2 white screens because you're going to get double stunned. Another stun flying out. As TJ now peeks out. Should have a potential pick. Not able to. Oh, the hit marker.
That's absolutely brutal. Can he get any action there? Trying to push him back, and there's going to be the kill with this stuff.
The double stun kill. That's just cheap. Just mean. Mean is what it is.
But effective.
This is true. 3v2. Classic with the bomb. Of course, TJ still sniping. Remy, Nagafin trying to make some plays. Nagafin really another player in a key position. He's going to take his time. He's going to be a player directly above him. Of course, Nagafin doesn't know this. Player up top, well, he's going to bail, but he should be pretty much dead. Yep, he does fall. And Epsilon kind of throwing away a couple of rounds here.
Yeah, this went from being what I thought could be a 6-0 to this goes 4-3, which it probably should unless Remy goes crazy as he's going to fall here. They've come back soaring in this one. Epsilon, I mean, if they take this and go up 2-0, I think this series is definitely theirs. If they allow Epsilon to get some life here, I mean, this completely flips on its head possibly. You know the talent that's on Elevate. If they get warmed up and they start playing like they can, and that's what's scary here. You know, Epsilon already has a series under their belt. They didn't have Epsilon has a series under their belt. They didn't have a bye. They're a little bit, warmer coming into this one. Elevate may just need that, a little bit of time to get rolling. Teams can be like that, especially you have some players on this particular team that has slow starts at times. You talk about, I've seen Saints do it, I've seen Slack do it from time to time. Start out a little bit slow, but once they get heated up, complete and absolute monsters. I'm apparently trying to say monsters as many times as possible this series. I'm currently at 7.
Can we get like a monster Maven
Yeah.
tracker at the bottom, just the counter?
I have no
That'd
idea.
that'd be wonderful.
There's something wrong with you.
There is. It's fine though. We all love you.
Fourth,
We're all here for you.
Thank you, buddy. 4-3 is the advantage for Epsilon. Bomb is going to be planted. We'll see the attempted retake here.
From so
Elevate.
big. Unfortunately, he's gonna fall.
It's going to be traded. Will he find him on the steps? He's going to walk right over him. Oh, the timing there. He's only get shots in his back, though. He's probably going to go vertical. Not able to get away. Nice shots coming in from Classic. It is going to be a 2 versus 1 now. Parasite going to be left here. Will he try and stick this? It looks like that's going to be his best opportunity, but Classic still searching around. Can't find him. There he sees Parasite in the back. He's going to know he has to chase him down and doesn't have enough time to get this. He'll get the kill possibly. Nope. Can't get killed.
He has to just go for the kill.
Doesn't have time.
Picks it up. Can he fly off the map in time? Yes, he can. Well played. Stops the bomb exploding. Minimizes points.
Excellent stuff there.
Whee!
That just looks uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah. So does that. Wow, we didn't even get a kill cam.
All right, 5-3.
Thanks,
One round away is Epsilon. Can they close it out and take a 2-0 lead in this series? Who's your player to watch right now from Epsilon? As they're going to be on defense. I mean, that was a big offensive round win.
Yeah, this man right here, Remy, is going to be big. Has Parasite got the sniper? Yes, he does. He's going to be just as big. And a key component here.
It's a mid-rush, and it's already sniffed out. I think he saw
He's
maybe 2 players there.
They know 100% this is going to be B now. They need to adapt. Well, they should know it's B. I mean, they have kind of slowly reacted. Parasite missing a couple of shots.
That's a tough shot, man. With the speed of this game, that narrow window, not able to hit the cross. He has the pistol. He saw him move. He's just going to wrap in. He doesn't think they realize he might be able to get a flank him behind, and it gets sniffed out. He's going to be last player alive. They're still only trailing by 1.
Very surprised the way they played that. After Parasite, seasonal mid.
Well, that's why I wasn't sure how many actually saw. It's tough sometimes with that COD vision. I couldn't tell whether he saw kind of 3 there. The 2 went off to the right. If he only got eyes on that bomb carrier in the back, I wasn't really sure.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Elevate trying to force a round 11. Can they do it? That's going to be the question. Epsilon now on the attacking side. Royalty at 2-8 needs to step up here just to secure Epsilon that 2-0 lead. It'd be so big for Epsilon if they could go 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's tough to go from 50 to 2 kills. But this is going to look like it's a quick B push that you can see on the mini-map. We've already got the bomb. Should be planted in just a second here. And will they be able to hold it? Parasite's got pistol out. That's going to be a tough battle with the pistol. He's left by himself alone in a 1v4. This is going round 11.
Yep, 100%. There's no way Parasite clutches this. It is, but all impossible. You can expect the Elevate players to trade the kills. No way.
Oh. Almost. Just misses it.
Does Parasite put the sniper away? Does he come back to the bow?
We've only seen him, what, 1 round? Maybe 2 with the bow? For the most part, it's been the sniper. It all depends on what type of push they're going to do. Now, who's going to have offense? Who's going to have defense? I believe it should be defense for Elevate, actually. Mostly because of Royalty, only having 2 kills right now. I didn't do the math. I just kind of took a quick glance at it, but I believe it will be up. So it's going to be Elevate defense.
You're so smart, Maeve.
You know, it's difficult. So handsome, so smart.
Parasite has pulled out the bow. That doesn't surprise me at all. I expect to see it just because it's kind of a security blanket more as a team thing. And, oh, very aggressive push coming out of Elevate. And Parasite just, for some reason, kind of got a little bit prone booked in midair.
God, all of a sudden it was a 4v2 into a 2v2. How quickly they
One.
turn. Now Royalty's coming up
Oh,
big.
Royalty.
He has such a rough game, but comes up clutch when it matters. He got 2 or 3, I think, in that. Definitely the final 2.
He got 3.
He goes from 2 kills to 5. None of it matters when that happens, right? I don't care. I don't care how many kills you have.
You be on a donut up until round 11.
Wow.
You get 3 kills in that last round, you're MVP.
That's incredible stuff, and that's a big round because there is such a massive difference. I don't care what. I mean, well, God, maybe more so in a best of 5, but 2-0 versus 1-1 is just ridiculous.
That's a huge lead for Epsilon. They're going to be full of confidence knowing they had the lead. Yeah, if they'd have lost after having such a big lead in that SND, they would have been kind of demoralized.
It was 4-0 as high as it hit, right?
Right. So for them to just secure that win is actually a big morale boost for them. And Elevate, who clawed it all the way back to just get knocked down right at the very end, going to be kind of annoying for them.
Told you, Epsilon looks good, man.
All right. Next game, Parliament Uplink, though. This is going to be a completely different ballpark.
I'm still taking Epsilon.
He's a fan. I don't know what to tell you guys.
I'm a Royalty fan.
He's a Royalty fan. I think Epsilon's going to win as well.
Yeah, see?
I'm hopping on the Royalty choo-choo train of fandom. For now, quick commercial break. When we return, game number 3.
Welcome back. I am Maven, joined by the ever-glorious Benson from the United Kingdom. We are here ready to kick off game number 3, Epsilon.
Go to my hometown.
Leeds.
No. London.
Oh, you meant the map. God, you're clever. Here we go. Parliament Uplink. It's going to be an epic match. Epsilon's been looking so strong so far.
Have you seen Parliament in England? I know you've been over to a couple of G-Fins.
Yeah, I've seen it from afar, yes. Have I visited it? No, I don't care much for culture, politics, and or moving much.
And or moving. Okay. Well, look, that's Big Ben.
Who do you want to kick things off with here, Ben?
Big Ben.
Oh, we're kicking it off with Ben?
Yeah.
What do you have, like a bird's eye view there from the
I did,
top?
but then they didn't show it, so
that's pitiful.
It's kind of saddening.
Oh, here we go.
Poor directing, if I say so myself.
Game number 3, we're on board with Classic. He's in here by the drone spawn, playing around flowers, trying to pick up a couple of kills. His teammates doing work. He's able to get one. They've got control of the spawn for the time being, but they don't have the drone.
Hey-o.
And that's going to be 1 point getting forward there for Nagafin, despite the kills early. Coming in for Classic and TJ Haley. It was really all about Parasite.
Yeah, Parasite 3-0. Nagafin throws for 1. Remy now with the drone. Epsilon already looking so good. He's going to throw that one in and connect 2-0 in, less than 50 seconds.
They're looking strong, man. I told you, this team is for real. Just after seeing these first 2 series, I feel like they can compete with just about anyone, especially if they take out Elevate, who, in my opinion, is as far as skill goes, they're in probably top 3 or 4 in all-around talent for me.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I thought that since this team formed. I think they're very, very strong. They have all the pieces in my eyes. But right now, they're getting steamrolled. Oh, I thought the interception was going to come in.
I was getting ready. I was like, is it good? No, it 2-1 in favor of Epsilon after Elevate able to bounce back with a 1-point throw of their own. Now the battle for drone control continues. Parasite on your screens. He's able to pick up 1. Dashing over towards Slacked. Able to pick up Slack. It's a 3 streak now for Parasite. He is starting to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, he started out 3-0. He's got a second 3 streak to his name now. It's 7-2. We'll see if he can keep rolling here. He's got 1 player top drone spawn getting shots in, but 3 down for his side right now. He's the only man alive just trying to watch Halls, and there's 2 just absolutely melting with the bow. Had 1 pushing there from Flowers. He's going to end up dropping. Royalty there to clean it up, though. Can he trade it out? It gets the assist on the second.
Despite all the kills coming in from Epsilon, we saw Classic able to throw in another 1-point play. So, game tied, 2-2. What are your thoughts on Parliament Uplink?
It can play a little one-sided. We're with 1 second here, so we're gonna watch Nagafin wrap around. Can he put it in and fall off? He is gonna get the toss through before the death comes in. But I like it. Honestly, I do. Yeah. It becomes your bow player, if he can get set up here around drone spawn, can absolutely go off. You see a player, like your Octanes, your Formless, your players really put up these massive numbers. And that's what you see Parasite really rocking with the bow right now.
Slack with the 2 kills, 3 kills back-to-back now. Classic with the drone as well. Because it's going to be directly behind, just going to throw for 1, tie the game, 3-3.
Now, Ben, you being a native from the United Kingdom, is this an exact replica
absolutely.
Of something in the United? Is this exactly what Parliament looks like?
Oh, yeah. You should know this by now. There's boats, there's water.
So this is true to size and form.
I think it's fair to say that this
is the Queen Mary.
This right here is everyday life. You got the House of Parliament on fire, just burning. Of course, some buses and the bridge, of course, just broken. It's just everyday work.
It's the Titanic.
It's the Titanic of the British Navy is what
All right.
is.
Well, now that we have that clarified, we have a tie game. 140 left here in the first side. We're going to see Slack and Classic pushing forward, trying really from either side there to pinch the drone spawn. Not able to pick up the kills, but Saints is still going to be left up. He's going to have 3 players going to be pushing him aggressively. He's going to get backed up. We'll get backed up, actually, from his teammate stuns coming in. Now we'll see if he can lock this down with the bow.
Nothing really going his way. A couple of assists.
There it is.
Kill. Just waiting
nice patience, though. He's in a good position to lock it down. Now he's got the drone in his hand, trying to get forward. Can they take a lead going into side number 2? He's got it lined up. I think that's short. Nope, never mind. It went right through.
Yep.
I'm not a good judge of angles.
No?
No. Never was good at
buy
geometry.
You a protector. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
I'll help you out with those maths.
I appreciate that.
TJ with the drone in hand. 56 seconds left. Looking to go for 2 here. So not gonna get it.
Oh my God! Shut down at the rim. Dikembe Mutombo. Shut it down. You have no idea who that is.
McKimby Mutombo?
There's probably 3 viewers that understood that reference.
I doubt it. I think there's probably one.
It's from a sport called basketball.
Oh. I don't know what that is.
Well, we got 30 seconds or so left here in the first side. 4-3 advantage right now coming in for Elevate. Let's see if Epsilon is able to tie this up. They have a little bit of time to work with here, Ben.
This is my basketball reference. From downtown, Nagafen is about to sink a 1-point play. You ready for this?
You've seen Space Jam.
I have. That was actually one of my favorite movies as a child. Yeah,
that was my first CD I ever owned.
Really?
Yeah, the soundtrack was exceptional.
I have to say, shout out to Michael Jordan if you're watching. Like, phenomenal movie.
He should be.
He definitely should. We need to see a pass it coming from Parasite. Yeah, I don't think he's going to pass it. Parasite being all different types of greedy.
But time winding down, final seconds.
Kobe!
The toss got off at the final second, but not.
Matembe Magumba? Was that it?
Wow, that
Akuna
was not
Matata?
close. Yeah. Yes, he was actually a character in Lion King, Ben.
Oh, well, that makes more sense with a name like that.
All right, well, we're going to be ready to hop into the second side. Taking a look at the slang right now. He looks relatively even across the board for either side right now. That's reflecting in the score, too, which is 4-3. Now, let's talk a little bit. Ben, who do you think going into this? We talked about the fact that one side plays out a little bit stronger. Who's going to have the advantage here? With the fact that it's been a pretty low-scoring game, who has the advantage here, you think, going into the second half?
Honestly, yeah, you have to look at favorable sides. Honestly, Epsilon did a really good job of just kind of keeping it close on the unfavored side. The side they're on now is much easier to go for 1-point plays. You can also get 2-point plays. Spawn traps as well, that's something you have to think about. The way Elevate are going to spawn, do they rotate? Do they try and wrap back? If they wrap back, you can just get slayed out. Especially with AR players, you know, like Parasite playing very well at 19 and 14, Royalty at 17 and 15.
Nice shots.
So I would say Epsilon with a really good chance here of potentially going 3-0 up.
Well, let's see if they can get it done. They're barely trailing. You see the toss getting forward there.
I missed.
Can they get any points? Or no, it's going to fall to Royalty. Now, how's he going to play this?
I
thought he was going to reset. Apparently, he does not want to.
The problem is they're spawning directly in front of him, so if he doesn't reset this, he's kind of screwed. He's actually going to be completely surrounded by plays. He's trying to make a huge individual play here, and he's going to escape one. Can he maybe sink it from... Oh, my God, from downtown?
Oh,
downtown?
Just a little bit
it bounced
short.
Shy.
The bounce did end up taking it off the map. Yes, it did. It's going to reset here, but dear God, what an almost ridiculous individual play from Royalty. We saw him come up so clutch in the end of that SND. You saw him with the 50 bomb in game 1, and I told you he had one massive game of Uplink earlier today on comeback. Let's see if he can pull off some wizardly work here at the end of Parliament.
Parasite still.
Wizardly?
Wizardly?
I made that word up.
It's fine. It's using Harry Potter all the time.
Thank you.
No worries. J.K. Rowling for the win. Parasite, 23 and 16, still roaming around Elevate's face, but just not really able to get anything done at this point. 3.5 minutes remaining, and Elevate still with that 1-point lead. They need to see Epsilon play for that drone control. Because someone is bouncing around like a bunny rabbit over there. I'm not sure who that was, but nice to
you definitely
escape.
watched Space Jam recently.
Why?
Because there's bunny rabbits in it, Ben.
Oh yeah, Bugs Bunny.
Yes, Ben. There are multiple rabbits in that movie. But 3
There
minutes, still a 4-3 advantage. No points on the board, even 2 minutes into the second side. Drone going to be resetting here in 5 seconds, so you're going to see Royalty drop. He's the only player down on the map right now, so it is going to be really both teams just trying to converge here on the drone spawn. A couple of assists come in. Remy able to pick up the 2-piece. Now, who is going to get hands on the drone first and try to work for these final points? Because, honestly, I said the first half was pretty low scoring. I didn't expect really much out of this second side, but there's been nothing, Ben.
Yeah, we're halfway through. Parasite now thinking about going for a 1, stays alive. Teammate support. Is he going to go for the
perfect.
2?
Now it ends up being a dunk. What a pay.
He's so weak. Oh, he gets it.
Wow. And there's the lead. I was going to say the patience paid off, but then he ran into every wall in his way to try to get there. But he's able to fire it through. And Epsilon, is Epsilon going to 4-0 Elevate? I know this is game 3, but potentially.
Let's rein it back. Rein it back a little. Let's not get over.
This is ridiculous, though, right? I don't know why my voice is so high.
Neither do I. You sound like a 14-year-old schoolgirl.
Thank you.
But it's okay because it's exciting times. Because if Epsilon do 4-0, that is huge.
I took all I heard from you is you just called me young. Thank you, Ben. I never get that. Classic Glass Alive, but he's the one with the drone. Was that a pick or was it short? I couldn't tell. Regardless, great play. And now they're going to be going forward. I'm sorry, Remy. But they have 3 up. They're getting forward with the drum. They've lost a couple of players here. They're probably going to play a reset. And I think, did he try to toss it off?
No, he just threw it a little further forward just so he could try and slay. Act as a little bit of bait. And Slack goes flying through the air. 13 and 19. He's had a great game. 3 streaks so far. See if he can keep it up.
Oh, God, Royalty. I was watching him for a second on my screen. Royalty got a disgusting two-piece there. Nagafin picks up another. And this is all Epsilon has to do. This is what's scary right now. They have a lot of good individual talent. They could just kind of hold this drone spawn and just pick up kill after kill. But Nagafin said, no, sir, I want the toss. Money in the bank. The long-range one-pointer is going to come through.
That's huge. Forces still a one-position game, but a 2-point game.
Yes.
And 2-point
That's a big difference, though. Yeah, just
so hard to get when you're on Elevate side.
We've seen
so
one,
difficult.
right? Parasite? No, Parasite was the only 2-point play, period, right?
But we haven't seen any on bad side.
Yeah, no. You rarely do, ever.
No, exactly. So it's so tough for Elevate now. They really are going to need to just slay out and potentially try and set up a spawn trap, but 4 players go down.
Either, man.
Epsilon in such a good position with 40 seconds left to go 3-0 up against Team Elevate, screwing over everyone's brackets at home, including ours here as well.
I didn't fill out a bracket.
But if you did, this is what you would have done, huh?
Yeah, but Epsilon in the final.
If they get this 1-point play, this is game. They know
absolutely.
it. It's up.
It's
up. And it's picked by TJ.
Wow, he killed one player in front, didn't get the second, but these big kills, there's only one more player to beat. If they killed Slack, this is actually going to turn into a dunk. And there's the dunk. It goes through 8-4. This is, well, it was over before that. But now it's absolutely over. Icing on the cake. Epsilon going to take it. They're up 3-0. Ben and I are dancing in our seats. There's a parade behind us. Everyone's losing it. Balloons have been let go.
Vuvuzelas. There's confetti falling from the sky, Maven. Don't get it in your eye.
They still need to win one game.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Really, really strong stuff.
We probably should have saved the confetti and the balloons until they actually won the series.
No, this is impressive, though. I can't believe what this young team alongside Parasite is doing right now. Again, we've seen this roster. We're just want to do very, very well on LAN. But they just are looking so strong, so consistent right now. This would be, in my opinion, back-to-back upsets. If you beat Denial, then beat Elevate.
Oh, huge
back-to-back upsets for sure. Those are two.
Full shizzle.
I know things are a little goofy with the reset, but arguably, Denial and Elevate, you could say, are 2 of the top 4 teams right now. 2 of the top 5 teams.
Top 5, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is impressive stuff. I can't believe what I'm seeing, even though I already saw it earlier today.
1.5, 33 and 22 in that Uplink.
Incredible stuff, man.
So he's really good at video games.
This is amazing.
Yo, Slack 35 and 24.
Well, what do we have? What's our next match?
Search and Destroy Riot.
So SND Riot will be the next map.
This is so unbelievably over.
It should be.
This is over.
They are a strong SND Riot team.
Nagafen and Parasite on Riot.
It's going to be tough to beat, but we will have a quick commercial break. Tweet the stream. You don't want to miss this final game. Can Epsilon close it out? We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
We totally lied. I got excited. We said Search and Destroy Riot. It's Hardpoint compound.
Why did we say Search and Destroy? I asked you what it was.
Yeah, I was looking and I saw Search and Destroy Riot and I was like, oh yeah, this game is over. And then I was like, oh, apparently it's not.
Hardpoint compound.
We can't read is basically what.
Well, that's the one map, not the one map, but the one game type that they struggled in the first series. Again, Denial did take both of the hard points.
But Epsilon swept Elevate in the first one.
Yes, they did. They did. I'm just saying, like in the first series, they didn't look really that strong. I just hit every button on my screen. All right, well, let's kick things off here.
Knaves.
if they're going to close things out, who's your player to watch here?
Royalty. I think after the
Well,
final,
after that 50 bomb, and this map plays to his strengths as much as any, you know?
right? Very small quarters. We'll get some game sound anytime soon. Don't need some dubstep. Although dubstep would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I tried creating dubstep. I got this program
did?
on my computer where it's a music maker.
Okay. Was it Windows Movie Maker by any chance?
I made it up. I have no idea
No.
what makes music.
Oh, okay. That's a shame, because I would listen to your music.
Thank you.
Anytime.
But this going to be a massive game here. We're looking for Epsilon potentially to close this out, or can Elevate come alive? And I don't really know who to point a finger at in Elevate. Like, at this point, has it been them playing slow, or is Epsilon playing this strong? I think it's much more Epsilon playing well. I really do.
I do agree. After the 3 games we've seen so far, Epsilon have been playing very, very good Call of Duty, and Elevate just not able to hang on. The problem I think they're going to have, though, is they're going to run into Saints on this map, who, you know, Hardpoint Compound plays into his playstyle, TJ as well, Slacked, Classic, all 4 of them. This is a very good map for them, and knowing that against Anal they struggled in Hardpoint, Epsilon that is, of course, I think this could be maybe the start of a resurgence from Elevate.
All right. I mean, it'd be impressive stuff if they were able to push this to a Game 7. We haven't seen that at all, right, in the history of Call of Duty?
Why,
coming back from down 0-3? No, like 0-3 to win it in 7?
An 0-3 comeback.
Not that I can think of.
I can't think of one, no.
No, I mean, we haven't had that many best of 7s really in COD period until kind of recently. That would be absolutely wild. But here we go. 0-3. Can Elevate mount the comeback? Fans at home, we'll see if they're able to do it, but they've got to win 1 game first. Backs up against the wall right now. We're on screen with Saints. He's going to be in the hard point. They've got approximately a 20-point advantage right now. 2 points into this one as he's going to be pushing out for the rotation. We'll see if he can get in behind some players. Can he catch one? Completely unaware there. Didn't see the player prone. Didn't even get his gun up to take shots. That's not usually what you see out of Saints.
No. TJ, 1, 2, 3. No, not going to find it. Parasite, though, and Remy, both on the hard point, trying to reduce the lead that Elevate have.
Parasite started 1-6 too, and he's really got going now with a 4 streak. He's 7-9, and it's been a big part of why they've come back in this game. They were getting blown out because Parasite wasn't a part of this slang. Oh! Dear fist of fury. Saints just took one to the face.
He just spun around and hit his B paddle on his scuff controller, and next thing you know, it's like boom, and the enemy is gone. That was crazy.
That was one of the worst renditions of what I actually just saw that I've ever heard, Ben.
Yeah, I was going to do the silly. I don't know if America has silly bang, like boom and the dirt is gone. I was going to go with it, but then
you know what?
I wasn't sure if Americans would know what I was talking about.
That
so
just sounded like something I would hear Jack say. So here
Whoa!
we are.
Don't make me drop the mic. I will walk out of this room right now.
Slacked, able to pick up 1. We'll continue moving here. It's going to be contested right now. We've talked a lot about this particular hardpoint, Ben.
We have.
Why has this one been a difficult one for teams to break?
It's just so tough. It really is. And the problem is, I kind of explained it like Black Ops 2 Hijacked. If you remember that map that had the boat on?
Yeah, absolutely.
The hardpoint needs to be this full length here. As soon as you jump up, it should be contested. Because it's not, you can allow players to just kind of cap.
It's such a narrow alley, right?
And it's the same here. Like, as soon as you jump up here, the hardpoint should be contested. The fact it isn't blows my mind.
Just think about extending that hardpoint out, but you do see TJ Haley in the hardpoint trying to deal with 2 players in front. Everyone's so blind right now. He actually didn't even know if he was on the map.
No, he put his sunglasses on.
But it's going to work out perfectly as the 2 players he was fighting. He comes in behind it, almost gets 3 out of that situation. That would have been, absolutely ridiculous. They've got a 40-point advantage now, 6 minutes left on the clock. Can Epsilon come back in this one and close out the series 4-0? Time will tell, but right now they are trailing.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Remy at 10-15, Parasite 12-15, Nagafan only 13-13. I'm not holding my breath. I don't think they're going to be able to do it, Maeve. I hate to be the negative Nancy in your life.
No, honestly, I want this series to go the distance. I'd like to see somebody come back from an 0-3, see if they can push it to Game 7, have that first ever comeback. But I don't really see it. I don't really see it happening. But
I mean, Riot SND will be the tell. Like now we kind of, well, when we realized that we made a mistake and it was Hardpoint Compound, we kind of both looked at each other and went, oh, well, yeah, the Elevate should be able to take this. I'd be very surprised if Epsilon do. To me, it just becomes the reaction of Epsilon. After they lose a map, when they were so close to winning, like, how do they react when they go into that
At least in the first series versus Denal, they reacted very, very well. They rebounded from losses consistently. They looked very, very strong. You didn't see any loss of composure, but this is a new series. A different time. They played the first series of the night. Obviously, they sat around for a little while. We'll see if they'll have that same level of resilience a little bit later on in the evening. But we are through the halfway point now. Our second side of rotations coming in right now. and they're doubling it up now. Basically a 70-point advantage. This has been all Elevate. Where has this Elevate team? Is it just the map, or are they finally coming alive?
It's a little bit of both. I think because the map favors them, you're going to see them heat up a little bit, and that's going to give them some confidence potentially going into the rest of the series. TJ, though, really a big factor of this comeback at 23 and 16. Saints at 22 and 15. We highlighted it. In fact, everyone from Elevate slaying so evenly. And you compare it to the slaying on Epsilon, they just can't keep up this game.
Yeah, they haven't been able to really at all. You don't have a single player kind of going off. They got huge performances from Nagafin and Royalty through that first game, and through that first Hardpoint, and you just don't really see either player going off. I don't know if this is a relatively new map. Maybe they haven't spent as much focus, as much time.
Well, this is the thing with the DLC maps. A lot of the events that we've seen recently, the UMGs, etc., they haven't used DLC.
Yeah.
So players have kind of become a little accustomed to not really playing the DLC at events. So now you kind of throw in DLC. That question of how much have they practiced is actually huge. You know, a lot of people kind of underestimate. It's like, oh yeah, you know, these guys play it all the time, blah blah blah. No, not at all. Like, competitively, this map hasn't been played for a really long time.
Yeah, and it's the
was
same.
it X Games last time?
Oh god. No,
it was a long
wasn't.
time ago.
No, I don't think it was.
No,
X
it
Games.
wasn't X Games.
No, this has only been played in Season 3 online.
Yeah, so like,
this hasn't really been played on LAN yet, has it? This is the first time it's been played on LAN.
No, that can't be right. There's no way. You're probably right.
COD stats.
Yeah, right? At COD and stats. All the 12 people currently watching.
We've been to so many events and done so much casting, it all just like blends
it
together.
Does. It really does. Like, people are like, oh, how do you not know? It's like, well, we casted like 20 billion.
It all just blends together. But just over.
Is it? No.
I think it's the first time this is on LAN. I'm trying to remember the first time I casted this. The first time I casted this was online Season 3. What would it have been at? It wasn't at a Gfinity. It wasn't at a UMG.
Yeah, you could be right.
I mean, I'm rarely right. If I am, that'd be amazing. But here we go. Under 3 to play. They've got such a big lead at this point. There is technically enough time for a ridiculous comeback here from Epsilon.
Relegation.
Don't think these were out for Season 3 relegation.
Are you sure? No?
I mean, Drift was, but not. We weren't playing Skyrise yet or Compound.
It's going to bug me. Anyway.
We got to find out after this. We're both going to be hopping on Google trying to figure this out.
Right.
This has been the biggest concern, not the match.
No, this match should be theoretically over, despite Epsilon actually making somewhat of a comeback. This is going to be really awkward if they actually come back and we're talking about...
No, this will be amazing, because they do...
Although, speaking of relegation, I was going to do a smooth transition. Epsilon came from relegation.
Yes, they did. Yep.
So it was actually relevant.
Yeah, I saw what you were doing
Such as Royalty just absolutely crapped on 4 people.
And they just, including his teammate, but they pick up the kills that matter. If they get they're going to get these final 5 seconds, they should. And they're only going to be trailing by 20, Ben, and they've got 2 minutes left to play. They can absolutely do this. How devastating would this be to Elevate? You were up by as much as 80-ish points, I think?
Compound as well, like that's the real kick in the balls. The fact that this map is just so small that you shouldn't really be throwing away leads like that.
Well, we are focused and ready to go for the final couple minutes of this one to see if they can pull it back. 31-point advantage for Elevate with 90 seconds left to go. This is the hard point that proves so brutal for teams if you get set up. You do see Remy inside. Can they milk the rest of this time? They come soaring in. Slack gets one. Saints and Haley there to pick up a couple as well, but Royalty there on defense. No one getting time right now, though, as he's stuck down below. He's going to be cleaned up. And if they don't get 10 or so of these final seconds, if they're going to let all this time go, it's going to be it.
Yeah. Elevate have this one completely in the bag.
Completely in the bag now. I mean, I thought they had it completely in the bag 5 minutes ago, but they almost let it slip away.
I mean, it's still technically not over.
I can't wait till
get technical.
I can't wait till this map has been played on like 3 lands.
Right? It's like, God damn it.
My memory is that far gone.
Oh, I'm that far gone with you as well. Don't worry about it.
Well, this one is now just about to be officially over. It's been so close. I mean, technically, there's 30 seconds left. They're still in it, but that'll be it. So
that's it.
Elevate going to finally get one on the board. It is going to be a 3-1 advantage here for Epsilon. If you are just tuning in to check out this series, it has been all Epsilon until this one, but we talked about it beforehand. We thought that Riot SND was going to be a game that definitely favored Epsilon. That is going to be the one they can try to close out next game. Why, now that we have a couple seconds here towards the end of the game and in the transition, I guess why? Let's talk a little bit about why you think they're so favored there on Riot.
I mean, you have Parasite, who, at the beginning of Advanced Warfare, it was his best map. Then you have Nagafen and Remy, who, at COD Champs, just showed you how strong their strategy was on Riot Search and Destroy. It was a huge map for the World Championship. Royalty, I mean, you don't really know what you're going to get with him in Search and Destroy, I feel. Sometimes he's going to do really well. Like, we saw him get three kills in that round 11 in recovery. But I feel like if there's one map where his teammates can kind of carry him through, it's Riot as well. Over on the other side, you know, sniping is going to be pretty key. TJ's probably going to pull out that sniper. Yeah. We saw him do that in recovery as well. But I think it favors Epsilon pretty heavily. I really do.
Yeah, and they looked really strong. Remember, Epsilon was up 4-0, in the first S&D? Then it ended up going to round 11. This one could be a nail-biter as well. Quick commercial break, and we'll see can Epsilon close out the series 4-1 on Riot S&D coming up next. Bebida de agua. That is Spanish for can I have a drink of water? As we have the MLG branded water here. It's absolutely delicious. Tastes
What'd you
better
do if I just went like
than
that?
Regular water. What do you mean? You can already see directly through my hair. That was just, you can see my whole head. Please no, Ben. But here we are, ready to hop into game number 5. It's going to be Riot SND. We're going to see if Epsilon is able to close things out here. You feel pretty confident this is going to be the map they're going to be able to do it.
C.
Oh, that was your bit of Spanish there?
With Spanish, I mean, I thought I'd chip in.
That was impressive.
Thanks, man.
All right, well, here we go. Who is your man to watch? Let's start on offense.
I'm surprised Parasite isn't running a sniper rifle. Very, very surprised.
You saw him
They're
do
probably
a lot in
going
that
to go
game,
for a B
too.
push. No sniper rifle.
Well, that's why, yeah.
Equals B. And you can see just how off guard Elevate really are to that. They sent 4 players to A. 1 player's going to cut towards mid street. That's going to be Saints. He decides to back away.
And they should already be getting this plant down.
Baiting out, man. They're chilling.
Well, it looks like they are not worried about getting this bomb down yet. They're just playing for a pick on anyone possibly coming on the rotation. You see Nagathman set up second story for anyone coming kind of through their spawn. And they really are baiting this out. I thought they were going to try and get the quick plant. They push with 0 aggression there so early. But there's going to be the first one. They're able to catch it. Well
That's what
done.
they were waiting for.
And now they may try to get a second kill. Because this kind of plays, I mean, a little bit, I want to say, like, I mean, tears to a degree in the fact that you want to have a pretty big advantage before you get bombed down sometimes. It can be pretty easy to retake on either side to a degree. That's why this map, I mean, I want to say it's definitely the most offensive favored, for sure.
Remy and Parasite just kind of choked a little bit there towards the back of that map. It was a 2v1 and they completely misplayed it. Meanwhile, I believe Royalty's going to try and go towards this A bomb site with 20 seconds left. You can see just how quick he was to adapt to that. Of course, Nagafen in support. He's going to be watching top 3. Fire as well should be a pretty obvious place to keep his eye out for. Bomb goes down. Classic's going to know. He sees the exo gas, if you will.
So he should know, yeah, potential flank, or he's above him. Slack will be third story. They're all in this like tiny 5-meter range. It's all about elevation, and Classic is going to catch him. Nice play there. It's going to be Nagafen left all alone. They have 25 seconds to work with. Is he going to stick it? It looks like that will be the call. He's going to jump on it. He gets caught, though. Can he get out? Nagafen is able to dip, and this is going to be a tough play for Classic. Is he going to be able to chase him down in time? And Nagafen has ran so far away, there's nothing he can do. All he has to do is re-peek the bomb. He should be able to check it in a second, and that's going to be all she wrote.
Doesn't even matter if he dies, but he gets the
Really
kill
nice
anyway.
play. Really nice play.
Really, really heads-up play from Epsilon, as you say, Maeve. And Epsilon now go 1-0 up.
Nagafen 3 kills in this one to kick things off. I think in the first S&D you saw a strong start. That was Remy that had 3 kills to kick things off. You know, you talk about S&D, well, really any game, those opening rounds, opening minutes are so crucial in how the game's going to play out just by getting that momentum, and this is a strong start for Epsilon to close things out.
Classic going to be your bomb carrier for Elevate, and we'll see an unusual 2-2 split coming out, and someone pushed straight out of fire. That was Royalty, meta stun to the face. Luckily, though, the kill was immediately traded there.
I was like, Remy's going to be the one sniping here. Like you said, instead of you were looking to see Parasite.
Yeah. Weird.
Do they have 2? Is Remy? Yeah, I thought I saw it pop up at the bottom left. He is going to be rocking the sniper here now, and I'm not sure. I haven't seen the play this map enough to know if that's a normal thing. I would expect to see Parasite, especially after again you saw how effective he was with it earlier today.
But then that's the scary thing about Epsilon S&D, how versatile they are.
Oh yeah.
As we say that, missed shot.
Oh,
Remy
nice
makes up
job,
for it.
Remy.
Quick
He's
scope.
going to get pushed. Oh, just
swing and a miss.
Barely misses that, but Saint's going to be left alive here in a 1 versus 2. He's going to be stomping around. Did he see that player? He did get eyes on him. I love this. He's being sneaky. He's coming up behind 1.
Yeah, this is a 1v3. He's about to clutch this.
Saints, we've seen him do absurd clutches. He is such a crazy player. I love watching him.
The problem he has is Nagafen knows bomb is down, and he knows it today. So Saints with the ASM1 versus Nagafen with the BAL, you have to favor Nagafen in this situation, and it sucks because obviously you want to see Saints try and clutch this 1v3. I think Saints did just spot Nagafen.
Well, that's it.
Shots go down.
Just have to stay alive. Just run away. Oh, yeah, he is trying to plant it. Gets his feet. Okay.
Really well
tell
played.
if he was planting or like baiting that out.
Really well played from Saints originally in the first couple of kills there of the potential 1v3. He gets the first pick on the sniper rifle player Remy, then immediately gets away, finds the second, but Nagafen just too smart.
That's back-to-back heads-up 1v1s by Nagafen. He did it once on
This
defense.
is why I was
Did it
saying,
once
man,
on
Riot
offense.
TR was so good at Riot.
Yep. Strong stuff there from Nagafen. He is 4-0. Yet to die. Round number 3, 2-0 advantage here coming in for Epsilon. You can see they're right below the names of the organizations. You'll see it is a 3-1 lead here. This would seal the deal for Epsilon, move them into round 3.
That'd be massive for them. And of course, as you kind of said there, this is a round 2 game.
Yeah.
Round 2 already here at the Season 3 finals. Of course, plenty of action still across the weekend. And I'm excited because so far we've seen a couple of upsets. This would be considered back-to-back upsets, I think it's fair to say. If Epsilon were able to win this, they beat Denial in round 1, which came as a huge upset, especially after you consider how well Denial played at DC. For Epsilon to come out and beat them, that's very surprising.
Oh, yeah, no, incredibly impressive. And this is so much money on the line, obviously. One of the biggest events of the year.
$175,000.
You would think
the
this
biggest prize pool, excluding COD champs.
Yeah, and obviously we got the World Finals coming up, but this is absolutely wild. You'd think they'd be so prepared, and did he just shoot his toe off?
Wow.
Remy hitting some nasty snipes, and now he's
sick.
in a 1v1. This is going to be the third 1v1. Let's see if they can take it, but look where the bomb is. He's just got to hunt for the kill now. He has to, and this might actually work out if Saints gets a little overzealous. He's playing it step. Oh, my God. Will he find him here?
So,
he does.
He's
got something challenge.
Oh! So close.
Oh, dear God. That would have been so filthy because he had no options. He didn't have time to get to the bomb. He just had to find him. And he found him on the steps.
Yo,
so that's
I'm surprised Saints stayed, man. I'm very surprised.
Ran away,
I would have been boosting backwards, boosting sideways.
He knew he'd been sniping, though, I guess. But still, he's been hitting his shots, right?
True. Of course, 2-1 now. Elevate able to pick up their first round. Nagafen at 5-1, leading the way. Royalty and Parasite 1-3, not going their way at all.
Yeah, they've got to get going, especially Parasite. I mean, being kind of that veteran leader. They need him to step things up here. 2-1 advantage. Round number 4. Let's see who's able to go big here.
Classic on your screen. TJ able to pick up the snipe on Remy, and that's a big, big win. Gives him the 1-man advantage. Slacked. Play bottom fire. He's going to see him. No, he's not. Nagafen does respond. Nagafen having the game of his life at 6-1. Couple players go down. Saints left in 1 versus 2. We saw him almost got to 1v3. Can he do it this time? Can he pick up the first kill? No! Shots going everywhere. He does fall, and that bomb shall be
Wow, he gave
diffused.
himself a chance. I couldn't believe he got the hit marker headshot in that first couple of bullets there. I thought he was going to clean up that player relatively quickly as he was dashing across, but not able to do it. And there comes a defuse from Parasite. That's going to push it out to a 3-1 advantage. They look superior in S&D. I mean, honestly, they could have 6-0'd in that first S&D. I know it went the limit, but
they should. I mean, I won't say should have done, but it definitely got a little further out of hand than it should have done. I think we can both kind of comfortably agree with that.
All right, well, here we go. Eyes on with Nagafen. He's 7-2 right now. He's going to be your bomb carrier as well, as they are going to be pushing a kind of like a passive push, but they're trying to get forward here. Classic is going to be the 1/3 story. He's the player they have to worry about backing up, and then they basically have a free plant.
Royalty at the back. Going to get tag teamed if he isn't careful. There's 2 players back there. Look at this huge flank coming in from TJ. He's going to spot Royalty. Nice play.
And
Bomb's down, though.
I mean, they're going to know there's 2, and the attempted snipe comes in. I'm guessing that was Remy.
Remy just pieced out. He was like, nope, I'm not challenging you today.
He's
Parasite
gonna
now.
End up dropping. Parasite's
Well,
going to
no
fall
wonder he's
as
1 and
well. Nagafen 8-2. He's going to be your last man up.
Now, do they go for the defuse or do they try and hunt him down? That's the question here. I think
they might have this defused before he even gets there.
Nagafen needs to check the bomb. Basically, no, there's no way.
Oh my God,
lordy.
I don't know if he would have been able to get away, but that would have been ridiculous.
He was so close.
Wow. All he could hit there was like the edge of his arm. It looked like he didn't see much at all. That would have been wild from Nagafen.
Surprised he didn't double jump.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just didn't want to make himself more vulnerable from a bunch of angles.
Yeah.
Probably, if he would have, he probably would have been seen a little bit quicker, you know?
This is true. This is valid point. Anyway, Epsilon still 3-2 up. Looking to close out the series here against Team Elevate. Looking for 2 big wins here at day 1 of Season 3. To now and Elevate under their belts will be massive for them. Classic, not able to pick up the kill. Does challenge now 2v2. Saints and Classic going up against Royalty and Nagafen. Nagafen 10-3, by the way. I told you, this is just his map.
Yes, he does. But Royalty is going to be left
Royalty,
up
he's
here.
like next to you, bro.
Is it a 1 versus 2? Able to pick up 1. Can he clutch it? I think he saw him for just a second, and there it is.
Royalty.
Royalty has a big clutch up, and again, we saw him game 2, a rough S&D, but clutched up. Remember in that final round
3
11?
kills, yeah.
Now you see him have another clutch. You have 1 or 2 big clutches like that to win rounds. That's all you need is 1 player sometimes. Just a couple big momentum swings, but he is 5-4 right now on a 2 streak.
And that's, again, another example where you see that sensitivity come out and kind of in his advantage because he jumps out and he's immediately spinning around. He sees just at the corner of his eye and able to pick up that kill.
If he spun a little bit slower, he might not have seen that edge of
right,
Parasite.
Exactly. This is interesting. Parasite, at 1-5, having an awful S&D by his standards, now goes to the sniper rifle, something that he is so lethal at with Riot.
But they're still winning is what concerns me. I mean,
right. That's just his luck. Wow, that's
hit marker. And I thought he was going to second hit marker for a second there. But Remy in a good position here to possibly get 1, make it 2. Sneaky devil, and he backs up. Will he get chased though? That's the question.
Royalty to clutch up and help.
And he does have coverage from behind, like you said. The final player going to drop 5-2. 1 round away is Epsilon.
This is absurd. I can't
They're
believe what I'm
good.
seeing.
They are good.
Royalty just stepping up in these final couple of rounds on a 4 streak now. Remy on a 2 streak. Don't worry, Chris. You're in your teammates' backpacks.
Right now, yeah, man.
My God, is it a big backpack
this
too.
This closing game, they are carrying right now as we are going to have the closing round, number 8. Are they able to shut it down here, Ben?
I kind of want to stay with Parasite just to see if he will heat up, but, Elevate on the attacking side. They need to really make a big comeback here. We saw it earlier on main stage with the denial game.
Nagafen gets the first blood with the headshot with Saints pushing aggressively. They're going to get the call that it's coming too, and I have no idea how Classic just got that kill. It's been all headshots so far. All 3 kills in this one have been people just getting their heads ripped off here. It's going to be traded, though. 2 versus 2. Nagafen left alone in a 1v1. He's already won 2. Can he win a 3rd? He's getting chased right now, and I don't think he's aware of it. He's going to try and turn. Not able to do it. 5-3.
And that's a big sigh of relief there in the Elevate camp. Select clutches up. turns that corner and just shreds through Nagafin.
They're able to clean. He didn't really give him a chance there. He had to close it out. And
If he allows Nagafin to escape, with Nagafin being as confident as he is right now,
he would have won it.
He wins that round every time.
I completely agree. But here we go. Round 9 kicking off. We got to stay with Nagafin. You have to, just the way he's been playing. He's 12-6 right now, leading all players massively. Can he come up clutch? You know, this is one of the maps that plays a bit offensively favored. This might be their round to do it. There's one player sitting in close. Are they going to check, be able to at least trade this if they peek it? And Parasite, so wise, peeks it, gets the kill. Planting for this side is going to make it so difficult as you see there's 2 players that are pushing the flank. I think one actually rotated back around.
Oh, this could be a 2-piece.
Oh, God!
Oh, my Lord. Nagafin and Parasite just gift Saints the easiest 2-piece of his life.
I don't even know if he might not even be aware he got a 2-piece.
I mean,
they were one person on his screen, basically. They lined up so perfectly. This is can he get the ace? Royalty going to be left. We already saw him win 1v2.
Oh, please don't
can he win a second?
If he goes through fire, he is dead to rights. He's going to see Saints, picks it up. That's a 1v1. 20 seconds left. TJ's on the bomb. TJ's defusing.
Does he check it?
Royalty, check the bomb.
Does he check it? There it is.
And Epsilon progressed through to winners bracket round number 3. Royalty, when his team needs him, always
what I say, you see a couple clutches and he got his couple clutches, right? You didn't really see him shine outside of a couple rounds.
You're a guru, mate.
And they were both the closing rounds where he goes big. Good job, man.
Insane. I can't believe Epsilon have beaten WR2 Elevate today. They are going to go back to their hotel happy campers, knowing they're already in winners bracket round number 3, which is the winners semi. To put that into perspective, Epsilon is in the winners bracket semi-final.
Yeah, and there's just no way you can say that it's like, you know, Epsilon and WR having just a bad day when it's best of 7s.
No,
like,
there's no excuse. In a best of 7, there really is.
This is
you got outplayed hard.
Epsilon's playing fantastic. This has been really a treat to watch. And Royalty, you know, he struggles online at times. I know he's playing from pretty far away, but online, man, when he heats up, you saw. In the opening game, he crushed with 50. In the closing game, what did he end up going? He went 10-5. He had 2 rounds where he clutched a 1v2. This team is so strong. No one was really playing weak. I mean, Parasite had a rough final game, but he had a bunch of great games, too. I
mean, when your teammates have a 2 KD and a 1.71 KD, like, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, man.
Phenomenal stuff coming out from Epsilon. As we said, they progress through now to the winners bracket semifinal. For now, we're going to do a quick commercial break, but when we return, Optic Nation shall be taking on Team Isolation. Be right back.